Hello, hi, good evening. How's everybody doing? I'm coming live from New Jersey. It is probably it's around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 4:44. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to come on live this morning because I've been struggling with my cold. So if you're finding me for the first time, please like my page and share this video. I come here just about every day to encourage one or two people. I'm a regular person. I'm not a celebrity or a TV personality, but a regular person raising children. I'm raising 4 children off of New Jersey, and all I do is to encourage other people who are like me, regular people, on their day-to-day activities. I did put a video up on my reels about a dirty car, and from that clip that I put on there, it's got a lot of attention because a lot of people are criticizing the person that, her car is filthy. How did she get the car to get like that? And she said that, there's a combination of things that got her car to be in a situation where she is. There's mental illness, there's laziness, there's no time. There's so many things that can lead you to have a dirty house, to have a dirty car, to have a poor body hygiene. There are so many things that can lead you to end up in a filthy home. Betty, how are you? How have you been? I'm fine. So I wanted to do this video. I just didn't want the day to end without talking about time management, because it was what I was supposed to talk about this morning. But because I didn't have a good voice, I've been battling a cold from, I guess, the air conditioner, because I had traveled to DC and back to New York. But I'm getting my voice back. So I really briefly want to talk about time management and money management. Those two things go hand in hand. Do we really realize that we all have the same time when we wake up and when we sleep? All of us get the same time. Nobody gets more time than the other person. But depending on how you manage your time, you're able to get the results at the end of the day. And some people are not able to get the results. It is about maximizing the time that you have when we all have the same time, with little time to achieve certain things that are visible. So most of us, when we look back, I look at my age mates, I look at people that we grew up together. Everybody is on a different time zone. But if you remember yourself, when you were growing up, we all were given homework. We were all taught, we were all taught by the same teachers. We were all raised by the same parents, but we turned out different. And the reason why I wanted to talk about time management, it's because of social media. Social media is consuming people a lot. And some people don't even realize that they're wasting so much time on social media. Ask yourself, how much time are you spending on social media? Number two, what we put on social media, not all of us are putting ourselves on social media. Some of us are putting fake things. Some of us are putting images that are distorted. We are not who we are. So social media is not really allowing people to be themselves. And the people that actually come out and speak the truth, like that dirty car, people come after them and abuse them because that is their truth. But the bottom line is, what I believe, we are all destined to succeed. Nobody is put here on planet Earth to fail. But the way you're going to use your time is going to determine what results you're going to get. For instance, I'm self-employed and I have a regular part-time job. When you're self-employed, it's your responsibility to put your merchandise together. I run a website. It's my responsibility to deliver the items that the clients request. It's my responsibility to look for items to sell. All the things that I run or put in my business on my show, it's my responsibility to look for those things and post them. Nobody is driving me. So you really have to be self-driven. So today, the things I wanted to say is for you guys to create awareness how you're spending your time and your money. Have you ever really worked with a co-worker that you make the same amount, or somebody that you are in the same title, you're making the same amount, but you find that these people are doing more than you're doing? What happens, it is the awareness that these people have, how they manage their time and their money. You could be making the same money. I have friends that I'm told, I've never seen their paycheck, They make six figures, but half the time they don't have the money. Why? Because they have not taken time to manage their money. So if you start running your own business, let's say you're self-employed. A lot of us are looking for work. If you're self-employed, what do you think you need to do? You need to start thinking about that business that you need to run. Where are you going to get the capital? How are you going to sell your stuff? Who are your returning customers? Who is your supplier? You know, all these things, you have to put them in place. Just like any other company, when you're hired, they give you orientation. They tell you what you can do, what you can't do. If you do this, this is going to happen. But when you're self-employed, you're your own human resources, you're your own employee, you're your own accountant, you're your own everything. So you have to manage your time within that time frame that you do your business so you're able to succeed. But if you're working for an organization, there's policies and procedures, there are things that you follow for you to earn. But you have to take the same system that companies are using to apply it in your personal life so you can get results. If a company is running and it's making $20 an hour, it's probably paying you $7 an hour. It takes some money to operations. It takes some money to them to feed their families. That money is split. If a client pays them $20, that money is split. You have to sit and do those numbers. Okay? And then you have to ask yourself, what do you want in life? For me, I like to sell beads. I like to dress up. I like to look cute. So whatever I'm selling is what I'm consuming. Do you know what you want to do? Like some of these companies that you work for have home care agencies. Some of them have developmental disability group homes. Some of them have cleaning services. So what is that you really want to do? Do you know what you really want to do that really you enjoy doing? If it's a business, that's if you're thinking to go into business. How are you going to manage this business if you're not able to put yourself together and make the most out of the time that you have? Like today, in fact, the whole day went like that. I'm trying to declutter my house. My house is full of clutter. Okay, I'm not able to give you the video, but I can show you my workstation. It is a little messy. I was trying to get things together. Where is this? Where is the camera? My laptop is there. My handbag is there. My calendar is there. You see, my journals are there. Okay, I'm trying to get everything situated. This is my workstation. I always work with my books from the year before. This is from the year 20, my planner for 2019. This is my planner for 2021. This is my goal book where I write my goals, what I'm supposed to do. Okay, this is my workstation. This is for the food is going to the garden. Okay, so technically my table is full of clutter. But this clutter needs to be turned into something at the end of the day. When I sit here to work on this table, I have all kinds of things here that I have to work with for reference, to go back and check. So we all get the same time how you're rearranging yourself so you can put all this clutter together. And you know, I didn't show you guys the earrings. I'm supposed to make earrings. I make my own earrings. So here's the thing that I'm supposed to sit here because I have a big event coming up. I need earrings for next week. So I'll sit here and create those earrings. For you to do all these things, if you've chosen employment, you have to stay strong. If you have chosen that you're not going to start your own business, you need to stay strong and remain focused. Because if you cannot stay focused, you're going to lose yourself. And by the way, I tell you, it's not like I have it together. I just come here to encourage regular people. I don't have it together. My stuff is everywhere. Like when I tell you everywhere, it is everywhere because I'm doing too much at the same time. Okay? We all have made bad choices. If you made bad choices over the time, accept that you know what, you did not make good choices for yourself. How are you going to start managing your time and your money? Two things. And even yourself, by making yourself aware that you know what, you're not managing your time well. Are you staying on a budget? I don't. I'm struggling with that. And right now, as we talk current situation, I will update you once I get on the positives. I am on the negatives in terms of finances because I have so much stock. I need to dispose stock for me to get the money back. So, and you know, sometimes when you have your own business, you're buying things hoping you're going to sell. You buy like blindly. And when you get to the house sometimes or to the shop, nobody's buying those things. Sometimes you try to consume, sometimes you try to give people. But you've spent maybe another $10,000 trying to get the stock. Okay? So, budgeting. Protect yourself before you start doing business because people are going to come after you. Every time you sell something, anytime you come out there and speak, people are going to come and start picking on you. Protect yourself by knowing what you want. Clear yourself on the inside. Make sure your self-esteem is good, because people are going to come and say, Penny, why are your nails different colors? Why do you have your hair like that? Your lipstick doesn't look good. Okay? People are going to come after you. In fact, they'll come after you. They don't even care. They don't know you. But remember, these people who come after you, they're either employed or, they are running their own business. They are people by nature. They're evil. They're just going to come after you. Build your self-confidence from the inside. And if you've never been in the army, ask anybody in the army. Let me tell you, I'll give you one piece of advice. And if you've never had it, you need to hear it today. When you see an enemy, and your enemy is coming from wherever they're coming from, and you have a gun. This is a gun. You're seeing somebody attacking you, okay? What you do, you go for these people before they come after you. Because they will come after you. And when they come after you, they will shoot you. They will never look back. They will not think twice. I don't even know how this gun is operated. Let's see if we can get it before the enemy comes. Oh, I wouldn't. Ryan, how do you use this gun? Okay. Anyway, this is my son's gun. But anyway, I found it here. They're using it for a game. Okay. When you see people coming after you, be prepared. Don't let... And we are talking about people come after you. They come on your page and they write all the negative things. Those are your enemies. Your siblings who come after you, they think you're not doing something right. They come to your picture, they create a fake account and they abuse you. Anybody who's using social media to abuse anybody, believe me, it's somebody who doesn't have a vision, somebody who doesn't have focus, somebody who doesn't have anything to do in their life, or they're employed, they're on payroll, they're on somebody's payroll. Anybody who runs their own business cannot come on social media and start abusing people. No. If you see anybody abusing anybody on social media, they are idle. Protect yourself. The other thing is monetize your skills. Whatever skills you have, like for instance, now I'm talking on Facebook. Some of you have subscribed. Some of you are giving me stars. Some of you are calling me and you send me money here and there. You understand? Here's my schoolmate. Kimberly, where are you? Where in the world are you? Yeah? You see, these are people we were with in high school. How are you doing, Kimberly? We all got the same teachers. We all got the same food from terrible food. We were all in that school for 4 years. Where are you? And you know, when people ask where are you, don't feel bad. We are where we are depending on how we manage our time. Monetize your skills. If you can cook, cook. If you can clean, clean. If you can talk, talk. If you can dance, dance. Okay, come on social media. The platform is free for all of us. And there is nobody who's stopping you from monetizing your skills. If you can talk like me, you can cook food. I can buy food from you. I do not cook good chapatis. If somebody is making chapati, we are buying chapatis for $2 now. The samosas are $2 now. I have an event coming up next week for my son. I'm looking for somebody to cook for me for the event because I'm not a good cook. So monetize whatever skills that you have. Somebody is going to use your skills. Even cleaning. Not everybody can clean. Not everybody can tutor the kids. Some kids need tutoring. Like my children go for tutoring twice a week. I'm not good in math, so I drop them off at a tuition center and somebody helps them. The other thing is, there are many of you that are in college, and if you've sat down and decided that, you know what, education is something for me, go to school. For me, I did a diploma and I was done. College was not my thing, but I'm in business. The good thing about business, or the good or bad thing about money and business and going to school and having a career, when you're going to buy services, they don't stop you. They don't tell you, oh, you sold West Beats, we cannot give you an airplane ticket. Or you know what, when I go to Target to buy food for my children, they don't stop me from buying stuff because my money came from West Beats. There is equal opportunities. When I meet my friends, my well-learned friends, I have well-learned friends, I have friends that are doctors and surgeons. When we are paying for services, we all pay the same services. Nobody is discriminating where you got the money from, whether you're CNA, whether you're RN or you're a surgeon, wherever you are. Your career is your career. I'm selling eggs now. I have eggs to sell. I have chicken. My money from my chicken. Maggie, how are you? Why didn't you invite me? I saw you had something. Where? You've been leaving me outside. You hear that? The money does not discriminate. So enjoy your learned friends. You need a surgeon in your circle of friends. You need a friend who's a lawyer. You need a doctor. You need a psychiatrist. Okay? You need somebody who can run social media. You need a friend for everything. They will help you. You need a nurse. You need a doctor that can write prescriptions. And when you call them, they write prescriptions for you. Make sure if you're like me who cannot understand anything in school, like meaning you're not a college person, you're not into the degree thing, you're not a mathematician, you're not a scientist, at least have somebody who can do that for you. I have the ability to go to school. I did go to school. But as an adult, I finished my diploma. I chose to go into business. I've been working in group homes. I've been in developmental disabilities. And I enjoy what I'm doing because even mental health is something that we need to understand. Okay? When you finally realize that you don't have it together, you'll succeed. Most of us work so hard to prove to people that we have it together. You don't have to have it together. You don't have to look to people that you have it together. You don't have to post the best of you. Sometimes I come how I am. Sometimes I come with a little makeup. Like today I put a little lipstick, no earrings, nothing. I'm natural here. When you come into acceptance that, you know what, I don't have to create this image that I am not. Be yourself. Especially anybody who's over 40 years old. You don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself to look at your portfolio and ask yourself, what have you done since you left high school? From 18 years old to 40 years old, what are some of your achievements? Do you sit and evaluate your company? The companies we work for, they have human resources, they have QA, they have those people who come and, you know, check around to see the policy and procedures are being followed. For an organization to run, they have everything. But you yourself, you are your own company. Who's your HR? Who's your QA? Who's checking your numbers? Who's checking to make sure that you're balancing? Okay? When a snake bites you, it's not the bite that like the teeth like this. No, the snake puts poison in your stream and it goes and it travels to your heart. The venom. Is that the one they call the venom? Right? It's what kills you. Okay? Don't let venom travel and kill you because you want to perform and show everybody that you're good. We all want to look so good. Not all the time you're going to look good. And if you have a past, which is bad, if you're 49 like me and you've not put your stuff together, you still stand a chance. In that car, the video that I put of the woman cleaning the car, finally she cleaned the car. And the car is going to be cleaned. So finally, I'm going to declutter here and put my stuff together. There's clutter everywhere here. But I need to get all my clutter ready for Saturday when the business is ready. And that day I have to wake up probably at 3 in the morning to try and go and set up before the customers get there. Because I'm looking forward to a big day. It's a big day. That's when the money comes. Close your wounds. Stop wasting time hurting that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Everybody that has hurt you, put it in the past. Communicate with people. Support others. Those ones who need support, support them. Enjoy your space and give others space. Don't always be in people's space all the time. You're suffocating. Serve others. Give others services. Okay? This past weekend, if you follow me on my page, I had friends from Arizona. My friends came to attend another friend's graduation. Somebody I'd known on social media. I've never met her, but I met this lady on Saturday. She got her doctorate. We went to celebrate her. But you know what? From Thursday to Sunday evening, I had time for these two friends. And I'm sure they're going to watch this video. The one thing I told them, something that I work on, and it's still something I have to work on, is keeping time. It's not easy to keep time. And you know what? I told them we are always on a time clock because I matured here because I came here at 19. So I don't keep time all the time, but I try to keep time. So everywhere we were going, we were on a time frame. But the first thing that happened when they were leaving Arizona to come to New Jersey, their flight delayed for 3 hours. When their flight delayed for 3 hours, it put us behind 3 hours. So we had an itinerary that was supposed to go a certain way because we had so much to do in such a short time. So they were delayed 3 hours. We were supposed to go for a spa. We didn't go for a spa. We changed everything and everything went behind. By the time they got here, they took a shower, we went to the salon, and then we drove to DC. We didn't get to DC until 8 o'clock. We got in, we checked in, We had already eaten and we were good to go. When we woke up the next day, we woke up early because we needed to be somewhere. On the way out, as we were having breakfast, I locked the key, the rental car key in the trunk. My heart dropped. I'm like, oh my God, that really was going to throw us off. So it took us an hour and a half for the roadside assistance to come to open the car for us. So that's another thing. You have to be prepared for emergency. Thank God I had roadside assistance. They came and opened the car for us. But it took 2 hours. But guess what? The guy that opened the car, it took like a minute. He just put something like this. If you live in Maryland and you ever lock your car, hit me up. I'll give you the number. Okay? So that delayed us. But the whole time we were together, we were 4 of us. We had to keep reminding ourselves about time conscious. And guess what? They needed also to make it so they can make it to their flight. We went to we left Maryland. Okay? We went to the White House. We went to DC. We left DC. We drove all the way back to New Jersey. We slept in New Jersey. We woke up from New Jersey on Saturday morning. We went to New York. We left New York. We came back to Bayonne. We left Bayonne. We drove back to New Jersey to pick our things. We went to DC. We went to Delaware, and we attended an event. We slept there in a hotel and woke up the next morning, had breakfast, and stopped by a friend's house and back. Everything is time. And finally, your spiritual relationship. You cannot do all these things if you don't make time to pray. You have to have a fear of God. If you don't have a fear of God, you never get anywhere. We need human relationships. And I was going to make a point before that. I told my friends that I'm very observant as a person. So when I hang out with you, I'm deciding if I need to hang out with you again or not. Unfortunately, I just had to say that because I don't want to be with people who don't value my time. Because when I left this weekend to go to do all this, I lost a lot of money because I ran my business on Saturday. So I value my time. I'm self-employed. For me not to go to the market on Saturday, I lost money. I don't look at it as a loss because I created human relationships. That's where you have to set your time aside for your friends. So the money that I lost on Saturday is not as important as my friends. But every time I'm going to spend time with my friends, especially during the summer, I'm very intentional. If I give you a Saturday on my summer, you're taking so much from me. So I cannot give it twice if the last time I went with you, you wasted my time. That's the kind of person I am. And I make it clear to my friends that please don't waste my time. And I always tell myself, but by the way, I'm strong. I'm like 100% convinced. If you lose me as a friend, you've lost me as a friend because I give my 100%. So when you lose me as a friend, it's your loss. I don't feel like when somebody disconnects from me, I don't feel that loss because not too many people are willing to give themselves the way I give myself to my friends. That's how I feel. So if I find a friend that is giving themselves to me that much, I will value them and I'll value their time. Okay? So have that spiritual relationship for God to help you to know which friends you want to keep, which friends you don't want to keep. Because some friends take away from you. They're not helping you achieve your goals. They're not helping you manage your time. They're not helping you manage your money. Because you know what? They just want to take away from you. Every time you turn around, they are taking away from you. So it is important for me to sit and evaluate my time with my 2 friends from Arizona from Thursday to Sunday evening. How did I spend my time with them? What did I gain? What did they gain? Is it important that another time I make time and spend time with them? Because that's a lot of time. Friday is the day for me. But that's the day I was in DC. I've been to DC so many times, but because of them, I went to DC. Before you consider something to do something for your friend, ask yourself that are you losing or you're gaining? And if you lose, how much are you going to lose? Is it okay to lose? Because people call you to book dates with you. You have to have a calendar. Don't just accept dates from people. Get your calendar. Tell them, let me look at my calendar. You have to learn to say no. This is my 2022. So if you're calling me to book a date with me, I'll tell you wait, but again, it's because I'm self-employed. Let me look at my schedule. But even if you're not self-employed, you need to make sure that you're able to get time off from your job, because if you don't, you might lose your job. Look at your calendar, go to your planner, write everything. If you have appointments, write them. So don't just commit your time to people who maybe that is the time they have taken time off from their job to relax. And then you're giving up your time. Before you know it, you don't have a job. So be that friend. Have good relationships with people. Be that friend. If somebody loses you as a friend, they've lost. It is their loss. It is not your loss. Because anybody who's your friend and they add value to your life, you should have time for them. You have to be intentional. You just don't do it every weekend, but you have to be intentional. And you know, we have people who help us get around with life. They're called mentors. If you need a mentor, you need to go ahead. I have not started charging to mentor people, but eventually I'll get there. If you need somebody to mentor you in terms of your budgeting, in terms of your self-esteem, in terms of your time management, get a mentor. Some of you have health insurance. The health insurance can pay for that. You can see a family therapist. You just need to make so much out of the little time that you have. We all get little time. We don't have too much time. But most of us, we just work too much. We have big homes, we have big cars, we spend without thinking. We are just there doing everything. You need to be an economist. Try to balance so that way you're not doing too much of one thing. You're not traveling too much. You're not sleeping too much. You're not eating too much. Okay, you're not spending your money. You have too many clothes. You don't even know where to take the clothes. I needed to get this message out here today. Okay, it might be late. My friends and family in Kenya are sleeping, but I want to thank you so much for always taking your time to support me. I am striving to be a better person. I am striving to be a positive person, and I'm striving to bring one person aboard with me. I don't want to go by myself. As I'm growing my business, as I'm growing my family, as I'm growing as a person, I want to bring a few people along with me, especially the people that are younger than me. If you're younger than me, you're the person that I'm interested in. You're the person that I want to guide. Don't feel bad that you messed up. Don't feel bad that you made bad choices. We all have a chance to redo it. It's never too late to redo your life all over again. You just need to ask God to give you a second chance. Find a friend that is going to help you through the process. And that friend could be anywhere from around the world, where you're talking to someone every day, where you sit down, you say, I'm earning, before your payday, you're like, I'm earning X amount of money. How much am I taking out? When you're going to buy, impulsive buying, do I need to buy this thing, or should I buy this time? When do I need this? If it's a house, you have a house, you're paying so much money. How often are you in that house? Do you need a big house? Do you need all these shoes? You need all the, we buy so much, because sometimes we buy just to please people. This top, I bought this top 2 years ago, and it's still fine. It's intact. It's cotton. I like to buy clothes that are cotton. They're not going to change to anything. My bracelets have been on my hands for maybe the past 10 years, 5 years, some. They don't change. Okay? So if you need somebody to help you create that balance, it's not how much money you make. It's how you manage your money. It's not how much time you have. It's how you manage your time. Time management is key to everything. Time management is what's going to help you succeed in whatever you're doing. Managing your money is going to get you to get to places that you never thought you could be. You don't have to earn 6 figures. You can earn little money, but when you sit there, you give God some, you donate some, you save some, you eat some, like you balance it. You will see the results. But it starts with managing time and money and managing your emotions. Don't forget that part. You have to manage your emotions. Avoid those friends that you spend time with and they make you feel small. Some people, you spend time with them, their job is to belittle you. Don't spend time with those people who belittle you. They make you feel small. They make you feel like you never amount to anything. For now, thank you for watching. Don't subscribe to negativity. Don't subscribe to people who put you down. Don't subscribe to people who want to make sure that you perish. When you see your enemy, get them first before they get you. Selmon, how are you? And I'd like to thank you guys again for watching. This video was supposed to be 10 minutes, but I extended it just because some of you are so faithful. You're always tuned in. Team Kenya, I'm sorry to keep you guys awake. I see some of you, Grace, you should be sleeping. Thank you so, so much. Do not partake in negativity on social media. Keep yourself away from negativity. When you hear it, it could be from your spouse, could be from your children. When you hear negativity, smile and just keep it moving. Just keep like you didn't hear it. Stay away from negativity. Audrey, how are you? Long time. Audrey, you see what I'm doing? I'm here trying to encourage one person. Let us keep the positive vibes. You see, I put my little makeup just to look nice and presentable. But sometimes when I'm coming from the chicken farm, I'm not going to have makeup. I'm just getting ready to go to the garden. My onions are flourishing. My skuma wiki is flourishing. My garden is doing amazing. Okay? My job is to encourage people. That is my new career. Come on here and give people hope. Come on here and tell people it's going to be okay. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. You just have to set your mind to it. Manage your time well. Manage your money well. And we'll all achieve the same goals. By the way, I told you I need to fly first class. So that's a goal. As soon as I get this money together from my business, I'll be flying first class. I've never flown first class with my own money. And from my own business, that's what I'm looking forward to. Okay, my job is to encourage people on social media, positive vibes. And by the way, even if people come to abuse me, I don't have time for them, because you know what? Who do I even know who they are? They are minding my business. I'm minding my business. Two of us are minding our business. Isn't that success? Cheers, guys. Have a lovely evening.